All right. Hey guys. Nope, I'm not going to sing today. I'm going to cook. Um, mutton biryani பண்ண போறேன். In fact, there is another video where Advik helped me to grind the ginger. I'll show you guys that later. Okay? So let's see what ingredients we have for mutton today. All right, guys. So the oil is ready. Um, these are all our dry spices for flavor, smell, whatever. What are you doing, Kana?
Flashing ginger.
Ginger? For what?
To cook. It's called ginger toothpaste.
Ginger toothpaste. No, what are you pasting it for?
For cooking.
What we are cooking?
Biryani.
Biryani. Yay! Then the onion goes in. இதுக்கடையில் நான் கடல் பாசியும் போட்டிருக்கேன். I didn't include in the first time. So if you look at this black thing, that is, it's called stone flower, sea stone flower, sea rock flower, whatever, but kadal pasi. And then green chili goes in. Usually I cook the mutton directly on this, but since this time we bought a frozen imported Australian mutton, I had to actually put it in the cooker. So it's actually separately cooking here in my IP, Instapot. That's ginger, garlic paste. In fact, Advik helped me to crush this whole thing with this. So if you want to make the best biryani, so this is actually Ambur style, okay? I'll tell you guys a little secret. If you just follow these steps, you will actually get the best biryani of your own, okay? So wait until, like, saute this onion very well until it becomes, like, you see this translucent, like that, okay? I'm taking a big pan today, although it's not a huge quantity I'm cooking, but it actually helps me to do the dum biryani directly in my conventional oven here. So I'll show you guys. Now I just added garlic paste, okay? So if you realize, it's not very thin or like nicely grinded, because I don't actually use grinder or any of those things to make my ingredients. I always use this our usual hand grinding technique. And also, if you realize, I have not added ginger yet because I never add garlic and ginger together, and there is a secret behind it. I will tell you guys about it. So I might actually have to put surface light so it actually makes it better. So now let's saute it a little bit and then add the next ingredient, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to actually quickly chop some tomatoes. Next is we're going to add the chili paste, okay? Alright, so guys, I have added the chili paste. So let's just cook it for a minute or two, okay? In the meantime, let's get the other stuff ready. And I have separate water boiling here for the rice to be cooked separately. And I actually soaked the rice for over an hour. This is basmati rice. Although I don't prefer basmati, I would prefer samba. We have no choice here. Now let's add some salt. This is the rock salt. I prefer rock salt over the, finely grinded whatever iodized salt we have, right? So if you realize, I just added a very little salt because the mutton is actually boiling or cooking with a lot of salt already. So I'm trying to be very, very conscious of the salt. And the rice also is going to be cooked with a little bit of salt. So you always want to watch for this measuring. When before you actually add the rice to the biryani, to the gravy here, you can always taste and add more if you want. I wouldn't actually put a lot in the beginning itself because then you will really ruin the whole cooking. Okay, we are going to add some chopped tomatoes. It's kind of hard to take the video as well as do the cooking, so I'll probably pause right here. So while we are cooking these tomatoes a little bit, I think the mutton is ready in the pressure cooker. So I just have to take that and add it here, and then we will continue the rest of the process. Okay, hang on. All right, I'm back again. So we've added the mutton. It actually kind of cooked well, I guess, but let me just make sure. Yep, I think it's good. Let's add the other ingredients and cook it about, I would say, another 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to at this point increase the flame to high, so all this extra water also kind of evaporates. Alright, so I'm actually trying to get rid of some of this excess water. It's not bad, but at this point in time, we are going to actually add yogurt, tomatoes, curd, sorry, curd. So I want this water to go away a little bit. Anyway, it's going to cook actually for a little more time and will eventually go away. So at this time, we can actually add the yogurt. So I'm adding, so the ratio is, if you are making 1 kilo goat, add exactly or little over 1 cup of yogurt. And that's very, very important. That ratio will actually give you the best biryani. Yeah, I don't usually waste anything. I'm very resourceful, so I will wait until the last drop of it. Okay, got it. If you realize, I haven't added any garam masala. We don't usually add garam masala for this style of biryani, and it actually kind of overpowers and basically ruins your, the actual taste of the goat. Okay, now we are going to add the most important ingredient of this whole cooking, which is mint and cilantro, kotamali. And then we add the ginger paste, the hand grinded ginger paste by my dear chef Advik. And the reason why we actually add the ginger at this time, or maybe before adding cilantro and mint, should be fine too, but never add with garlic. Like, so you should never mix garlic. A lot of people are now, I've seen making biryani, they do ginger garlic paste together, right? But you should never do something like that if you want to make the best biryani. Now the ginger actually brings all the mutton flavor from inside out. And also I add 2 times of ginger compared to garlic. So if I'm taking like 10 garlic, you know, cloves, maybe I will add like twice that amount of ginger. So that's why you should never always make ginger and garlic paste together. For biryani, you always try to make it separately. And most preferably, you know, use your hand grinder like amicala, right? Because that actually gives you a different taste and flavor than you doing it on the mixie jar. Trust me, you will see the difference. I've done both. Sometimes when I have no time, if I have to quickly do it, I'll do it on the grinder jar. But I prefer always doing this like hand, grinding. Now let's keep that for a little bit to cook. Okay, so the gravy is almost ready. Okay, so if you guys see all this floating oil and fat separately on top of this gravy, that makes that means actually it's ready, it's kind of cooked. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to turn this to sim, and I'm just going to add half lemon squeeze. Okay, let's just give that a few minutes, and now we are going to prepare the rice. And this would be your ideal time to taste for salt and add if necessary. Okay, again, as I said, I'm actually adding salt in the rice as well, so it should be good. And I already tasted it on the gravy. I think it works. So let's add the rice. So now the rice is cooked about, I would say, 75%. Okay, that should be enough because we are gonna cook it in the dum anyway. So I'm going to at this point turn it off, filter, stain it basically. Also we have to preheat the oven for dum. Bake, we're gonna just do 350 for 20 minutes. Good time. Okay, so let this preheat. We will take care of the rice by then. While the rice is staining, don't forget to treat yourself. So now I am going to have a shot of Hornitos tequila, silver. So the mutton gravy is ready. Now let's check the rice. It's staining right here. I think it's a good time to mix them together now. All right, fellas, the rice is on the gravy now. Okay, so let's just spread it gently. I kind of dumped it in one spot. That's okay. So now we spread this gently around. Now if you guys want to decorate this with whatever people do, like some colors and artificial stuff, which I kind of don't do. I don't like all those artificial colors and fancy stuffs. So but if you want to do it, this is the time you can do it. Maybe like some fried onions on top, or any sort of like color, right? They add saffron and things like that. Well, saffron is good, organic, but as long as it's good, like the original saffron, I would recommend using it. But don't add any other food color and stuff. The only thing I would probably at this time do is add some ghee. So I have homemade ghee. My wife makes ghee at home. So I'm just going to spread it a little bit, since it's too, like, I didn't melt it. That's why I'm struggling with this, but that's fine. I mean, there's already too much fat in there, so much oil in there. Just for the flavor, I'll probably add a little bit of this thing. Okay. All right, now that's it. So we are gonna keep this guy closed. Let's turn this off. Close it tight, and we're just gonna put him inside this for 20 minutes. All right. I cannot do both together, so I'm gonna cut the video and put this guy inside. It's in. Let's close it. All right, it's all good now. I hope it's fully cooked. Let's check it out. All right, let's see. Woohoo! That looks cooked well. Make sure. Well, there is no burn down. Nice. By the way, I did take it out in between and mix it and put it back, just so it evenly cooks. Looks good. It's all done. You guys are invited. Please welcome home anytime. I'll make this for you guys. It's time to eat. Bye-bye.